Last week, we looked at a very good, very free airport for Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. And I said we'd look at some that are, well, just as good, better actually, but cost a little bit of money. And that's what we're going to do today. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Flight Simulator 2024. And welcome to Ronald Reagan International Airport in the District of Columbia, I believe. Washington, D.C., for those of you unfamiliar. And we are going to look at a $18.63, if memory serves. Ah, yes, it is $18.63. So, about the price of a fast food meal here in the States. Airport. It's a very, very, very good airport. It's complemented with the additional scenery that I have, that being the DC City Times, but we're not going to focus on that portion of the airport, or that portion of the scenery. We're just going to look at the airport grounds itself and make an assessment based on that. So without further ado, let's begin. So we're starting out on the southern end of the airport. Figure we might as well come into here, into Signature, and see what they've got going on. I do want you guys to pay attention to the soundscapes. I always butcher the dev's name that he's one of, or they are one of my favorite devs. It's
Drzewiecki.
It doesn't matter. I'll put it up on the screen. They're one of my favorite devs, and part of what I love about what they do is the soundscapes. Again, we were just inside of the Signature hangar. We came back outside, listened to the ambience change, and it's not a static change. It doesn't just hit you like a wall. It fades. Ready? So you can hear a little bit of noise here, and it goes away until you're fully enveloped. I love that. I absolutely love that. You've got a Challenger Bombardier CRJ effectively out here on the ramp. Some statics, NPCs there, US Airways bus, and then the Signature awning going up to the door there. That is our Miltech CG-60. I don't know what the Coast Guard denotes their Gulfstream aircraft, but you've got one of those there. And again, nothing here is super high poly, but it doesn't really need to be, because odds are you're not going to see this stuff as up close as we're looking at it. Pair of Dolphins. And we're at an American Airlines hangar where there's a 737NG. Again, you get that nice development of sound, and it's different sounds. Two hangars over, different sound effects. You've got an animated guy here telling someone somewhere to slow down. Great lighting modeling. And that's partially why I wanted to look at this at night. Oh my Lanta. There's no way they modeled this singular room. They did. They did. Look at that. Look at that. Bottle of Russian vodka, chilling there. It's little stuff like that that makes the difference. DCA airport maintenance, American Airlines, the American flag. I mean, I got to speed it up here because we've covered such a small area. Let's head to the first concourse. Again, there's that ambience. You can hear that tug idling down there. When we go into the concourse, and it sounds lively. You know, you're not stuck with the default sounds. This looks like Southwest Terminals. Flight Sim has paired them correctly. You see a 737 MAX out there at Gate 6. There's even information on these screens here. Very cool. Ah, there's the dev. Them. I'm so sorry I can't pronounce her name. Feel bad. And you've got Frontier Airlines, Air Canada, Southwest again. So, very, very, very nice first concourse. Let's get a review shot there. 2D forward-facing sprite to the exhibit hall, which goes to nothing, so we'll go back outside. I don't want to get too far. I think let's real quick. Let's cruise over here really quick. to the fire station. Nothing crazy to see there. It's just your standard fire station, and then the cargo terminal, and then your refueling. Again, real nice small details. All of the de-icing trucks. Where's my mouse? Where'd you go? There you are. All the de-icing trucks. Active ramp out here. Let's go over to here, and we'll just kind of do a swing by of the non-modeled interior parts, which still look relatively nice in my opinion. They're just not fully modeled. Again, there's more ambience. You've got the de-icing trucks idling back into the concourse, and you can see we've got I don't even know what this is because there's no gates here, but it's cool nonetheless. It's modeled, you know, modeled stuff. We love it. We love it. We love it. A couple small gates here. Look at, even this is modeled. I would argue not crazily well, but I mean it's good enough, right? Gate 10 at Reagan. It's a United Gate. 11 and then 12, and then you actually get modeled windows here. Oh, it's very nice. All static NPCs, which I'm fine with. Looks like some custom Tomb Raider 1 style vehicles. Those are, I believe those are real vehicles. They just are really low polys. Like this is a, what, Mark 6 Golf? But it's just really low poly, a Ford Focus wagon. Peugeot, I don't know, 206, don't kill me. I don't know. American, we didn't get those. But you get the idea. Lots of cars, just kind of low poly ones. But it's still cool to see them, nonetheless. They're all lined up here. I don't know, is this like the cell phone parking area? What do they call it? I don't remember. Custom FPIUs. This is a 2013 to 2014 model? 2012 to 2014 model FPIU with the custom Washington, D.C. police livery. So this is what you, well, you would see a newer FPIU, but this is what you would see going around DC. And again, there's that ambience. You hear the traffic, the cars honking and all that stuff. Back into here, the ambience changes once again. I think we were already down here. Yeah, it's gate 14 and all that. So just keep trekking this way. So not a one-to-one airport where you can go through the whole concourse, but this is mighty good, if I do say so myself. You got your security checks, all your duty-free shoppings and nonsense. This is the one of the locations that the dev used for their vanity screenshot on their website is here, and it does look very, very good. Again, the lighting is what really brings it to life for me. There's almost too many oh god, oh no, there's almost too many directions for me to go is what I was going to say. Can I do it again? Nope, it's a wall. So invisible wall there, that's okay. We'll cruise down here, then we'll go upstairs. Again, more duty-free stuff. Some, does that say Boeing? It does say Boeing. Boeing shops, I guess. Different gates you can go to. One of the baggage claims down there. Additional security checkpoints. I don't want to go too far. We didn't finish exploring the Great Hall, but there you go. You can see through and through. Straight from this side of the concourse. My joystick is completely and totally non-functional. Standby. It's like it just decided to give up. Like it was partially broken before, and now it's just not doing anything. That's fine. I didn't need zoom anyway. Okay, we'll do a quick whistle stop through here, then we'll go back to that main terminal. But again, this being a paid add-on, there's a lot more to it, and that's good. I like that. I expect that. And I respect devs for doing that. You want some Brightons? You want something from Brightons? How about Johnson and Murphy? No? I don't know what either of those stores are. Brooks Brothers, no idea. Where's the Dunkin' Donuts? Where's the McDonald's? This is America. Is that... No, that's not American Eagle. I don't know what that is. We'll just gloss over that. Ignore that I said anything. Here is the main passenger drop-off. Again, the sounds change as we leave. Default flights and vehicles here, so you've got a really low poly. I'm assuming like a London taxi, but the cars do actually move here. You can see we've got working lights. Not working, but a light effect on this FPIU. Same one we looked at before. It even has the proper District of Columbia plates. And the cabs here, I believe, do as well. Very cool. Yellow Cab Company. Train. Our horns honking. Let's go look at this train, which is animated. We've got the sound effects. Trains coming and going. A little bit of a bug there with that tree coming through here, but we'll let that go. DC Metro line. So you'll see these trains coming and going from different stations around the airport, as well as the in-airport shuttle, which is animated as well. See the control tower up there as well. Let's speed things up just a little bit here, so I don't get too drab with it. We'll try and do this all in one take. No promises, though. Can't go down there. That's alright. What have we here? I feel like I missed a whole bunch back there. Oh, just the line to the underground subway. Let's go back inside. Actually, while we're here, let's look at the terminal. Or the tower, rather. Not bad. I don't know anything about the tower at Reagan, but I mean, this looks nice. This looks very nice. Got a clock on there. It's not an accurate clock, but who cares? Broken clock's right twice a day if it's analog. Again, the ambient sound changes. I'm actually going to turn up the sound here. Lots of radio chatter, all that sort of stuff. Very cool. And we'll drop back into concourse here. In the sky like we're Spider-Man. I believe those are the doors we just exited through, so we'll keep cruising here. Another baggage claim down below. It's almost hard to choose which level I want to showcase more of. Then obviously you've got your view of the gates out there as we crest the American flag. This is very nice. This is very, very nice. I haven't even gone to the other side of the airport yet. Let's increase our speed again. We'll zip through here. And I realize, yes, I'm skipping a lot of the exterior right now. We will come back and do a walkthrough of the exterior. Because that's going to be the most important part that you're going to see, is the exterior. Because that's where your airplane's going to be, so. But a lot of work went into this, I can tell, and I do want to give the dev credit where credit's due. Alright, let's pop outside. Let's go up in the sky. Look at this. So this is a static... This is not GSX, this is just a static American Eagle CRJ with a sort of GSX looking loading animation. It's not great, but I mean, hey, it'll do, man. If you don't have GSX, even if you do, like, it's nice to have stuff like this that doesn't take up additional memory. And I mean, just in this shot here, look at how many windows we can physically see into. I mean, that's incredible. So almost anywhere that you park up, you'll have somewhere that you can look out into. Oh, oh, oh. Starbucks, there we go. Starbucks, okay. Americans are satisfied now. Yeah, we're just out here. We're just in here. And we'll do a quick look around the outside as promised. It's good looking. Again, $18.63 USD. This can all be yours. American Airlines A321 with that same GSX looking guy. Never been to Reagan Airport. I've been to Dulles. And like I drove past this airport, but never been in it, never been through it. So I can't attest to how realistic everything is. But it looks good to me, and I would imagine that if you went through and took a look at actual video or photos on the web, this would be pretty dang good. Pretty well to your liking. And again, as we float through all these, I just keep an ear out for the sounds and all that sort of stuff. Did we... Nope, we didn't look at the outside of here yet. Let's increase our flow speed here. Let's go a little bit faster. And I think we did look outside here. Alright, so we looked at the fuel trucks, we looked at that. There's not a lot on the other side of the field, because there's just water. Little building out here. Is this one of the fire department locations? This is very remote if so. No, this has got to be like utilities or something. Yeah, there's boat trailers and crap like that here. No parking. No kidding. No joking, no smoking. One of the upsides with this having a water boundary on its eastern border is you don't have that sometimes kind of harsh cutoff all the way around the airports. Like where you're going to be operating your aircraft is you're not going to see that hard cutoff where the flight sim scenery begins and the custom scenery ends. You will have it over here past the terminal. Again, I do have I don't think it's DC City Times. All of the other ones are like New York City Times, Boston City Times, Tokyo City something. But I don't see a clear cutoff. I mean, there's obviously bits of flight sim stuff on the roadways and that. But I mean, this looks good. And I know that this dev, in some of his other work, which we'll look at in later videos potentially. There's the flight sim stuff. So I mean, that's pretty far. That's a I don't know, a couple blocks over. I think that's more than sufficient. Yeah, that's more than sufficient. What I was saying is the dev for this, he does expand outside of just the standard immediate sim area. It's like we saw with the Innie builds on Milwaukee Airport. It was a very, very obvious, harsh cutoff line. It was like, oh, yep, that's where the premium scenery ends. I think those are default buildings too, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, that is the Ronald Reagan International Airport. Available for less than $19, probably just over $19 after you're taxed, but or VATted if you're an EU member. But I dig it. and hopefully you guys will too. I think that'll do it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, take it easy. Look, there goes the train. You see it? You see it? There goes the train. Okay, bye.